Hi everybody, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me today. Let me fix y'all. So we are going to round up our Harry Potter inspired looks with my Gryffindor look. And I have this palette right here that has the perfect colors in it. I'm definitely going to be using this one. And I don't really know what else I'm going to do with it, but I've already started with some foundation. I want to get some of this on my eyes. You can use a primer on your eye always, but eye primer specifically isn't necessary. I just want to make sure, because the more moisturized your skin is, the better color payoff you're going to get. And I want a color payoff for this eye look, because this is Gryffindor, which I've taken all the quizzes I can find to figure out what my Harry Potter house is. I don't know which one is the official one, if there is an official one, but I've taken a lot of them and I always get Gryffindor. And I'm not gonna lie, I'd like Slytherin, but it is what it is. I keep getting Gryffindor. I know that Harry said that the Sorting Hat will take my feelings into consideration, but it seems like it doesn't do that. So, what are you gonna do? Really? So I'm just trying to find a fluffy brush. I guess we'll open this one. I got these little LA Colors brushes for really inexpensive. I believe that they cost me less than $1, and I got a whole bunch of them. And they really are quite nice. Now, when I hold a brush like this, I got a sneeze. Okay, got to get that out of my system before I put mascara on. I like to hold a brush like this so I can feel where the weight is. And the weight seems to be pretty even, pretty balanced, like a sword. And I also like to look at the bristles to see if they have a little crimp in them. They do have a little crimp in them. That's what picks the makeup up and holds it on the brush until you're ready to apply it to your eye. You want it to only be a slight crimp, barely visible, and it's barely visible. So, and this is a brand new brush. So we're gonna go in, and I know I always like to start with a light color, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go in right into that red. I think that's a perfect Gryffindor red. And these eyeshadows are very buildable. And it might seem like I'm gonna pack it on, but that's just because reds tend to look orange on me until I pack them on. So that's what's gonna happen. So anyway, I keep getting Gryffindor every time I take a little quiz or whatever. And I know those quizzes are designed for, you know, 11-year-olds, but I still take them anyway. So have y'all heard about the new Harry Potter Ministry of Magic that's going to be opening at Universal Studios in the new park, Epic Universe? Pretty excited about it. I really am. Now see, it's kind of orangey on me. Maybe that's not reading on camera, but I see orange. It's more like a brick, like an orangey brick. So we're just gonna pack it on there. Pack it on there. This is Revolution Beauty, but I'm not sure that the formula in these eyeshadows is the same for all their eyeshadows, because this does apply a little differently, and it may be color specific. I don't know. Let me look over here at this one. I want to see. I might use some of this right here. It's called Romantic because it's kind of a gloss. I'm a foil, I want to say gloss, it's a foil. But we'll just see how this looks when it's done. I might be using this wig. This wig needs some TLC though, so the part that needs TLC will be off camera. Let me get some of this foil and just see what happens. I just thought it might make the, I was gonna say the chocolate, thought it might make this red a little richer. No, it really doesn't do anything. Okay, I like that. So now we're gonna get in here with a little brush, fine one. This will be a good one, I think. And Gryffindor colors are pretty much the same as FSU colors, garnet and gold. So I'm trying to find a gold. We'll use this Betsy Johnson gold, which I'm not overly confident with, but we're gonna, oh, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Okay, I like that. That actually, I'm happy with that. So I'm kind of bummed out so far over Spooky Empire for the spring. It was the same last year. Like so far, the guests they've announced have not done it for me. I'm not excited about any of the guests. As a horror fan, maybe I should be. Well, they did announce the, you know, the 3 from the Blair Witch Project, which is cool, I guess. And I can't really call myself a horror fan and not want their autographs. But I'm not that excited about that. I'm just not. I'm going in with a little different gold that's a little finer to kind of fill in the spots a little bit. because if you use a foil, like a foil is a little bit of a chunkier type of finish. So you want to go in with a dustier foil like this, because this gold that I initially laid down is a full foil, but I'm going with a finer one now, and I think I like what it's doing. There. I'm probably not even going to clean up a lot under my eye. Maybe a little bit. So yeah, I guess meeting the 3 from Blair Witch Project would be cool. They also introduced 3 people from Twilight, Peter Facinelli, Ashley Green, and what is his name? The Rathbone guy, who I like all 3 of them. I don't have anything against any one of them. I like Ashley Green because she's from Jacksonville. She's a homegirl. But I'm not that excited about them. Now this right here is Christmas Town, and that's a nice looking gold. Let me see if I can get some of this on there too. Let's see if I like that one even better, because this is a really fine foil as well. And then after I do this, I'll show you what I mean by a fine foil. Okay. So this one right here this is the first gold I put on. Let me pull my sleeve up. And you can see on the brush, it's kind of chunky. And like when you put it on, you see it's kind of chunky. It's a little more flat now because I put that other gold on it. But you can still see it's kind of flaky and chunky. Now this one up here, right here, is a little finer texture. I should really be showing you this on clean brushes, but I'm not. So see, it's finer. It lays more flat, if I'm using the terms correctly. And then this gold is an even more finer, more fine press. So see, I actually think this one is the finest press. And by press, I mean how it's pressed together before it's actually put inside the palette. So, yeah. But that's what I'm talking about when I'm using all this terminology. It doesn't really mean anything to the makeup world or makeup artists. It's just my own terminology that I use. And I know what it means, and I'm happy with it. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna put some Bambi eyes on. And then the people from the Greasy Strangler are going to be there, and I don't care about them. I don't care about that. But I don't know. I hope they come up with better announcements, because the hotel it's at, even though it's not as nice as the Hyatt Regency that we stay at in the fall, for the spring it's usually at this other hotel, and it's not quite as swanky. And I like a swanky hotel. It's easier to walk to everything. So, because they have these conventions and convention centers attached to hotels, and like the Orange County Convention Center is really nice, and it's attached to that beautiful hotel, but it's not really walking distance to anything unless you want to walk a lot. But the one in the spring is attached to not a fancy hotel, but it's like super duper walking distance to everything. Like everything is super close. And that's why I like that hotel and I want to go, because I like that hotel. But if they don't announce some guest I like, because other people are like, well, you don't just go for the guest. I do. I have to like the guest or I'm not going to go, because I'm not worried about the vendors, because it's going to be pretty much the same vendors every year at every event I go to. Almost, anyway. Because the guests are to get me there. So I'm going to go fill my eyebrows in and then I'll be back. The reason I want Slytherin is because green is one of my favorite colors. So it's not like some sinister reason that I want Slytherin. It's just that I like green. Okay. Let's do the rest of the face. I'm going in with a little bit of a redder blush. Higher on the cheek. That will have to be the one. Too bad I don't still have Marshall's Harry Potter robe. I can put that on. The lips may be a little too red for it, but there is a solution to that. I'll show y'all a trick that you probably all already know. You get some of your gold. There's a red and gold lip. It's gonna feel kind of weird, but that's it. This is shitty. This is the best I can do. And that's it for tonight. I am actually done for the evening. I'm going to get off of here. And I will talk to everyone later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.